At the end of the year, I always select, every month I select a constituent of the month. I highlight somebody that's been in East Kern or the 2nd District, parts of Bakersfield, etc., that has done something that deserves recognition, or they've just continued day in and day out to be someone who puts their time and their energy into our communities. But at the end of the year, last year I selected a constituent of the year, and I selected Kathy Hansen, and you all know her, Mojave. She's just been a driving force behind making Mojave a better place to live for years. And so this year I thought about who's my constituent of the year, and it took me just a matter of minutes to select Jim Payne.
All right.
Jim, would you stand up?
Way to go, Jim.
I want to first of all, I want to read a little bit about Jim, and I'm sorry, this is what's going to go into my newsletter, and I'm going to have to use notes because there's so much about Jim that I want people to know about. I'm constantly amazed and humbled at the many talented and accomplished individuals that call the 2nd District home. Jim Payne is one of those people, and that is why I've chosen him as the 2nd District's Constituent of the Year for 2012. Jim and his wife Jackie are longtime Rosamond residents. A husband and wife piloting team, Jim and Jackie have the sky as their playground. Jim is a graduate of the Air Force Academy, and in the 1980s he won the Top Gun Award at the Miramar Naval Air Weapons Station.
He doesn't say anything about that.
Jim retired from the Air Force as a colonel. He and Jackie then moved to Rosamond and built their home next to Rosamond Sky Park. It was here at the Rosamond Sky Park that Jim set many world record flights. Jim is recognized by the International Air Sports Federation and the U.S. National Aeronautics Council as the holder of numerous world and U.S. national records for soaring flight. In 2012, Jim made a clean sweep in the international online contest. The world's best soaring pilots compete against each other. He achieved first place for most distance flown and in the speed categories. He also won the prestigious Baron Hilton Challenge, where he flew a closed triangular course of 651 miles. Jim's longest flight was 1,374 miles at an average speed of over 101 miles per hour that took him 13 hours and 40 minutes. Jim also holds the Guinness Book of World Records speed record in a glider as the fastest man of the first millennium. He flew the Ridge Wave up to 154 miles per hour from Mojave to Bishop and back in record time with his brother. In 2009 alone, he set 6 world records in the Sparrowhawk glider and was
driveway easements here and some overhead easements.
Can you go back? Sure, a little fast here. Okay, so this is the first time. Some of the directors have had privilege of being in the committee, and one you don't. You understand this? Okay, so the one you showed at the bottom, the one with the green, right? Yeah, the first one, yeah, right, that little red, right there. Now, what is that?
That is a consent easement.
What is consent?
Consent. It's in essence an agreement between AVEK and SunPower that would kind of define some of the terms of having the duct bank over the top of the pipeline that's owned by AVEK.
Is it a line that's going to be over that, or what's going to be over the pipeline?
It's a
tower?
No, it's an underground
trunk
duct
line?
of wires.
Trunk line.
Yeah, it's kind
Okay.
of a wire.
So it's going to be. So our pipe is going to be below that.
Our pipe is going to be below.
Okay. Okay. So I now understand what comes. So okay. So then, from there, it just keeps on going north.
Correct.
Okay.
And then as you go, let's go north to these two over here. This one on this side, excuse me, I'll get glasses on here. This one's an overhead easement. In other words, that's a line going over the top from power pole to power pole.
Okay.
And you go over the top.
Okay. Where's the power pole?
I have another exhibit.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And then the one following, let's see where it is. This one over here is a driveway approach easement joint. Drug use facilities hearing that occurred on December 3rd. Several concerns and requests were made of SunPower for additional easements that SunPower could dedicate or could offer to AVEK for various purposes. This map here kind of shows a series are being offered to AVEK for various purposes. And I'll go through some of those and we'll go into a little more detail on each one of these easements. This gives you the overall location of where these easements are. This is AVEK property right here. We do some banking in these locations in here. And these are the easements in red. These are easements that can be used for water facilities. Two up here. And then the green here, we'll describe a little bit further. This is along our pipeline on
Okay,
120.
so this is SunPower. SunPower owns this property.
Right.
Owns this property, and that we're asking for easements on their property.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And they're offering to AVEK.
What is the blue? The blue is where the water pipelines are?
And the blue is the location of SunPower's property, the boundaries of their
Oh, I see.
boundaries of their property.
What was the part you started talking, before I interrupt, on the, we're gonna bank on some of that property?
No, what I wanted to mention here in this, AVEK owns, this is some of our water banking property in here, and we own this little piece right in here too. And as the other exhibits go in closer, it shows more.
Can you recommend that the full board approve the transfer based upon the terms we discussed?
I got a question. Mike Riddell?
Yeah,
So, the committee is approving, make a recommendation, and, you know, everything you see there looks okay?
yeah, it looked fine to me. We ended up, addressing several issues in the, in the original drafts, and they made revisions to, in response to the comments that we had made. So, yeah, I think everything's been addressed to my satisfaction.
Any more comments?